All right, so we're out here today looking to do a little trout fishing. It was snowing all last night. The roads are pretty slick. Actually, on the way here, I was going slightly over the speed limit and I was coming onto a bridge. I was turning left and my car just started sliding out directly at the wall. I had to hit the, but you know, I'm the drift god, so I'll never crash, never have, never will. The old lady who was coming the opposite way, coming towards me, she looked like she damn near had a heart attack watching it. But other than that, it's a pretty good morning for fishing. It's probably gonna pick up the snow here in a minute, so I'm gonna try and get everything out and set up before that happens. All right, so I made it to the first spot. We got 2 rods out already, one with a waxworm, one with a mealworm. Now sit here and wait, see if anything comes around and bites. Damn, trying to get a shot of the ducks, but they had to fly away. They're sitting there chilling perfectly fine the whole time I was standing behind them. I pull out the camera and they hear the beep and they take off. If I was out here hunting, the ducks would have been done for. Done. The snow, y'all probably can't tell that much on camera, but it is starting to pick up. But I'm staying out here for a long time, not a good time. Speaking of having a good time. So, boom, after a solid probably 3 hours of freezing my ass off and not catching shit all day, I got a couple more spots I want to try real quick. This is one of them. So, I'm gonna take a hike up over here and get down there and see if there's anything in there that's hungry for a worm. And if they are, then we might catch them. But if not, we probably won't catch them. One way to find out, I guess. This right here is what the new spot's looking like. I'm gonna fish all along this and over there where the water comes out at. And who knows, I might catch a trout in here. All right, so fast forward a couple hours later. We're back out at the lake. It's a little bit warmer, but not by a lot. But up here, we got the kill 'em and keep 'em station. Over here, we got the hardware. We got nitties, spoons, jerk baits, crank baits, top water rats, spinners, rooster tails, line to make leaders. We got power bait, night crawlers, mealworms. We got it all. Oh yeah, and we got this bucket to keep fishing. Yeah, I think since it warmed up a little bit, it might be a little bit better, but it hasn't warmed up much, so I guess we'll see. I'll catch y'all when I catch a fish. So here's the first rig, something simple. 2 split shots, then whatchamacallit, a swivel down to a hook with the pink power bait, and I squirted some salmon egg scent on it. About to cast it out. Next rig, we got night crawler with some garlic scent with a split shot and a bobber. Now I'm gonna just sit back and wait while freezing my ass off. And then this third rod I'm gonna be casting around, got a little mini jerk bait on it. This was a bulled bluegill. He's like the same size as the jerk bait. And he ate it. That's crazy. Let's get this little guy back. He's out. All right, so now on the third rod, I'm gonna be putting 3 split shots and a little mealworm and cast that out too. So this beautiful rainbow trout right here pulled my damn ice fishing rod into the water, and I had to step in to go get it. So now my toes are a little cold, but coming out at just about a foot. Not bad at all. So I was literally just reeling in a waxworm that was a bad cast, and I got another trout. This one's coming in over 9 inches. We got a nice size little bluegill over here on the night crawler, but I think we're gonna let him go. So we're gonna get him back. Come on. He'll be alright. Just like that, another nice rainbow trout has fallen victim to the power bait. I already know it's big enough to keep, but just to make sure, there it is. It's about 11 inches. And right here, we got a 4th victim of the power bait. Gonna make sure it's legally able to be kept, which it is. So we're now gonna unhook it and kill it. I guess that's number 4. So I just had number 5 hooked up on the worm, but it got off at the bank. So we're gonna keep fishing for a little bit, see if I can't get a 5th. If not, we're gonna go home and cook these 4. All right, so I think I showed you guys enough proof that these rigs are effective. So basically, for the wax worms, super simple. Just tie a hook on and then put 2 split shots about 8 to 10 inches up the line. Put the wax worm on the hook. That's what I have on this one. So far, I caught 1 trout and 1 bluegill on that. Over here, it's a little bit more complicated. You're gonna tie on a swivel, not a snap swivel, just a swivel. And then you're gonna take about 18 inches of line, tie that onto the other end of the swivel, tie your hook on, and then put 2 split shots above the swivel. So not on the same side of the swivel that your hook is on, but on the other side. That's what I did for this one. It's caught me 3 or 4 trout so far. I think 3. And then over here on the night crawler, same thing as the wax worms, just 2 split shots about 8 inches up from the worm. And this has caught me 1 trout and 1 bluegill. But also another thing you could experiment with the night crawlers is putting a bobber on, things like that. Try to figure out where the fish are at in the water column. Other than that, I'm just waiting on 1 more trout so I can have my limit for the day and go eat. So from the experience out here so far, the power bait hasn't been working the best. The reason for that is because these are stocked trout. So when trout are stocked, they're raised in like a fish farm their whole lives, and they're fed little like pink and orange or whatever colored little dots that look like power bait. So power bait's really effective on stocked trout, but in general trout fishing, I would say wax worms, mealworms, butter worms are probably your best option. And also they'll catch perch, they'll catch bluegill, they'll catch whatever else. So that's why I like using them best for trout fishing. Anytime that I have those 3 rigs tied up when I go trout fishing, I don't think there's ever been a time I walked away without catching a fish, whether it's a perch, a trout, whatever. Bluegill don't count, but I catch them on them too. So yeah, that's really all I had to say. It's just those 3 rigs that I was using today are super effective anytime, any weather, any condition, anything, any time of year, whatever. So if you can learn how to use those 3 different types of rigs and those 3 types of baits, then you're on your way to becoming a better trout fisher. Because a year ago, I could not catch a trout to save my life. I literally caught my first trout like, I don't know, like 2 months ago, and ever since then, every time I go trout fishing, I catch trout. So yeah, if you want to catch more trout and you want to catch bigger trout, definitely learn the power bait rig for sure. That one is the most money out of all 3. So now I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna fillet these trout and I'm gonna cook them up. If you guys want to see that, that's gonna be a separate video that I'm gonna be dropping soon, so tap in with that if you want to see that. If not, have a good day. Boom.